The Truck Alert presents Wiki Warcraft 2. It's pretty awesome. Boogie Master out there. Big shout out to Mr. Perry and all the other Watchers. Harold, we see you in the Watchers section. Starting at the 4 o'clock spot, his name is Karma Nation. He's going to be allying Team Dynasty WG up at the 12 o'clock spot. Meanwhile, here comes a peon scout from our hero Karma Nation 102 startale. His name is today. Carmen Nation 102, the name of yesterday. And he's going to find a pink player, or purple perhaps, up there at the 11 o'clock spot. And using my psychic powers, I know he's going to be finding a blue player. This looks like a blue player who's doing a duel, actually. So he's going to begin to disrupt that duel by placing down a guard tower in the 2024 Wiki Warcraft 2 World Championships of the World. Taking place on June 15th of 2024. Big cash prize put up by Tora. So special thanks to Tora and special thanks to the Truck Alert for sponsoring this video. All right, an early grunt rush. He's going to go ahead and try to prevent the peon pop in there. I don't think he's going to be very successful in that. So he'll send himself a barracks, or a farm, just to try to annoy his opponent a little bit more. And then scout out down here at the small 9 o'clock spot. Just try to annoy and delay his opponent as much as he could possibly do. But not going to have too much luck in that, so he's going to go ahead and start the small 9 harassment. Then he'll be putting himself out of barracks. This is not a bad start for his opponents, who haven't had much luck so far this series. But the 2 racks up at the 11 o'clock spot doesn't seem like it's working out too well, as Team Dynasty WG has the upper hand there at the moment and could easily destroy one of these racks. Here comes a couple of relieving grunts, but they've come right into the clutches of Team Dynasty WG's waiting ambush in here. To add insult to injury, Startale's gonna back up that grunt rush with a tower of his own. So pretty good stuff here so far from Startale and WG, who have just been rocking it so far in this Wiki Warcraft 2 World Championship Series. Big cash prizes on the line. Angelfire and btaviet not doing too bad, however. Looks like the blue player has easily fended off every assault so far. And the purple player going to invest in some cannon towers, I do believe, unless he's got his lumber mill already. So he'll be able to fend off this tower rush here. And there it is. The first cannon tower is up and at him, but it's going to make very short work of these grunts. And they're going to do their best to dance around, but you can see that there's a grunt already there to take hits from the purple player, as the guard towers are not going to be able to shoot down those peons until that deed is done. Meanwhile, look at the dancing around on these guys. A watchtower, watch what's going on. It's going to be burned to the ground quite quickly, but no, a very good peon maneuver there saves the day for that tower. So tier number 2 and on up to tier number 3. Wonder if he'll go Death and Decay with these peons he already has out about on the map. He can put up some proxy DK stations, Temples of the Darns. Because the assault on the 11 o'clock spot, it doesn't look like it's going off to planned as much as it would like to be. So, going to start at the 9 o'clock spot now. The tenacity of these 2 players continuously assaulting and really keeping their opponents on the back foot. But there's the chop out. That's not too good for their assault. He wants to try to to wall this off. The yellow player getting in the way. He finally does move, but it's a little too late. So the orange peon gonna back on up, the red peon from Carmen Nation 102, the bearded warrior. Looking around, he's actually been able to bust through this little area here. but a nice re-wall defense from the blue player. And here it is, tier number 3. A second Rax leads us to believe that it will be indeed Bloodlusted Ogres as a weapon of choice. Team Dynasty WG attempting to bust through this door here and making a pretty good attempt of it. That's going to allow, well, not a whole lot of action to happen. He has brought a couple more grunts, but here it is, tier number 3, and it is indeed Bloodlust Ogres on the table for Startale in this Wiki Warcraft 2 World Championship game. Blue under heavy duress as their defenses seem to be faltering. Yellow, still no sign of ogres, however. Just grunts, moving on over. Probably wants to save his ogres for when Bloodlust does arrive. And you can see a tier number 1 versus tier number 3 situation going on here. Perhaps the small 9 does have the upgrades there. But these defending players, blue and purple, btaviet and angelfire, gonna be in a bit of trouble here now that Bloodlust is just mere moments away from arriving. So the first group up of ogres here, and getting himself a third Rax for the ultimate 3 Rax Bloodlusted Ogre Barrage coming your way, courtesy of the Trogglard. Don't forget to check out his Twitch TV, his YouTube, as you are probably doing right now. So congratulations to you for being so awesome. Meanwhile, here the forces of yellow just don't stop moving on over and setting up shop and planting their roots right there at the 9 o'clock spot, refusing to vacate it. The constant assaults, 11 o'clock and small 9 didn't work out, but the 9 o'clock has really taken hold, and that's where they've been sending all of their forces this World Championship Series. Oh, actually, the small 9 is on the crosshairs of our hero Carbonation 102, the Power Hour Man. Here it is, a quick Bloodlust up, and the first assault gonna find pretty good pay dirt as there's not too many defensive units there. A watchtower is going to watch what's going on as these ogres come crashing through that door and make it a quick GG, I do believe, here, as Carbonation 102, aka Startale, and his ally WG advanced to round number 2 in this Wiki Warcraft 2 World Championship of the World. Dun 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 dun. Let's go fast forward a little bit here. So, yep, small 9 gets cleaned up pretty handily. And here's a DK to add insult to injury and maybe even bust through that 9 or 11 o'clock defenses. Will it be the case, or will they make a startling comeback? You're just going to have to wait and see in the world of Wiki Warcraft 2 awesomeness. Special thanks once again to Tora, to the Trogglard. Tora put up the big cash prizes. Trogglard is the producer of the whatever you're seeing right now. Hopefully it's on his channel someday. But the purple player has Bloodlust and is going to startle these ogres and force them into a more defensive stance. Meanwhile, blue continues to have the beatdown play.